Kobe died yesterday, and it was tragic and heartbreaking. And this is honestly a really difficult topic for me to talk about. I don't even know. When I found out, my entire day stopped. I don't know about yours. And for me, it put everything into perspective. So if anybody doesn't know, yesterday on Sunday morning, Sunday, January 26th, Kobe Bryant was in a helicopter and it crashed. And all 9 passengers on the helicopter died, including Kobe and his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. And wow, that's so much harder to say out loud. You know, it's one thing to write it down in your notes. It's another thing to say that Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter and everybody else died in that crash. Death is awful. And when this happened, I was like, man, I know I got to talk about this on the show. I don't really want to because it's just horrific and it's terrible. And again, death sucks. But I want to remember Kobe because Kobe was special because of his work ethic. You know, all those like early mornings at the gym, all those countless hours he put in behind the scenes to make himself who he was. I think that's how he'd want to be remembered. That's how I want to remember Kobe, was that work ethic that inspired so many people, myself included. And that's why the world paused yesterday. When Kobe died, it felt like everybody stopped for a moment and we just sat there. For 2 hours, I was kind of paralyzed just on my phone, scrolling through all the memories of Kobe Bryant and videos and looking through YouTube. And we lost someone who was special. And, you know, it was so cool at the end of when Kobe retired and moved on to another part of his life. He showed so much grace. You know, on Saturday, LeBron James passed Kobe Bryant on the all-time NBA scoring list. And even more cool of a story is Kobe, you know, LeBron did it wearing a Lakers jersey, the same jersey, different number, but the same Lakers jersey that Kobe wore when he got on that list. And even more interesting was LeBron was wearing on his shoes an ode to Kobe that said Mamba for life. And how weird and tragic is it that Saturday night, LeBron wears Mamba for life on his shoes, and Sunday morning, Kobe dies. Horrifying, man. And Kobe showed so much graciousness. He's been incredibly kind to so many young players, so welcoming. And Kobe did so much for the game of basketball. He just did. Kobe when I was a kid watching basketball, a lot of the reason why I was watching was to watch Kobe. You know, I went and watched Kobe's short film last night, Dear Basketball. I encourage you to go watch it. It's 3 minutes. It's on YouTube, just YouTube Dear Basketball. And it really shows how much Kobe was in love with the game of basketball. He was a kid who grew up. He was a young kid who grew up and lived his dreams. He won championships. He broke records. He set records. And that film was cool because it showed a tender side to Kobe. It showed that tenderness in his heart. It was awesome. I don't know. I didn't know Kobe. You probably didn't know Kobe. But it felt like we did. It did a little bit. You know, watching Kobe with my dad was a big part of my childhood. My dad is from Southern California. He's a gigantic Lakers fan. And I am so grateful to Kobe Bryant for those memories with my dad on the couch, having chips and cheese and enjoying watching a Laker game. I'll always remember those moments. And thank you, Kobe, for those moments, man. It was, he gave us a lot of special memories together, me and my dad. And, you know, my final thought in all this is that please tell the people in your life you love them. Please tell the people in your life how much you mean to them. You know, I took last night off. I went and hung out with my family. I hugged my best friend. I enjoyed the moment with the people I love. And you never know when life's going to come to an end. You don't. And all those little squabbles and fights and interpersonal drama, when you're confronted with death, it all just seems meaningless. And it is meaningless when you think about life with that perspective. So tell the people in your life you love them. Whatever you're holding on to, let it go. And enjoy the time you have with the people you love. We lost a great one on Sunday morning, Kobe Bryant. Truly a special person who did special things on a basketball court. But he's not just special because he was talented. He worked his butt off. And I will always, always remember Kobe Bryant's work ethic. And that's how I'm going to remember him, was the hours and the countless stories and the work ethic he put in, and the work he did to make himself who he was. I will always be inspired by the work ethic and the legacy that Kobe Bryant leaves behind of work ethic. And the world lost a great